Farlands stream for February 11th, 2022. I see. The Microsoft account is mandatory in March. It's a mandatory Microsoft March Madness. The new launcher is not mandatory. Top Minecraft tips here on Farlands or Bust. We are very much old beta men. Yeah, we are. I keep meaning to update my Twitter profile to what the girlfriend called me. You stupid son of a bitch. No. A ghost of Minecraft past. That's right. that rung a bell, a proverbial bell with me. That seems appropriate instead of this content creator business. Are you ready? Have you got your woofs ready? I got the Farlands Expedition selected, 38,703 megabytes. Woof! There we go. I still have my speakers on. That's why I had to take care of that. Whoa. Whoa. Sand it is. Alright, Wolfie. Sand and mushrooms. Indeed. Carrying and continuing on. Do I need wood! That's right, I wasn't even able to make enough beds. I need many planks, please. So how's everybody doing? Ooh, what's this weird bubble in my throat? Ah! Skeletons? I'm truly depending on chat here to keep the conversation going. I just blasted my only talking point before we even started about the day's events. I am just back from sushi. I mean, it's like I mentioned, something maybe I would like try once. I'm pretty positive I wouldn't enjoy it. Talking about sushi. But donation questions are still a thing, but I save those for the verified, bona fide, number-ified chronological episodes, whereas this is a casual stream. Put on your casual cotton blazers, everybody. It's casual stream time. Do you share passwords for streaming services with friends and family? I mean, betwixt the girlfriend and I, we only have I mean, we both have Amazon Prime, but even that we were trying to figure out how to, like, bail. I might bail. I might bail on it when mine is up. Because I was thinking, like, oh, the price is going up middle of the month, so, like, everybody's like, oh, so what you should do, see, what you should do, the real bamboozle is to buy a gift card, a give the gift of Prime gift card, and then hold on to that gift card until your Prime is up, and then use that gift card on yourself. And then you've locked in the old price for another year. Yeah, give me them Prime subs. I mean, that's the one thing the girlfriend is trying to figure out. She switched her Prime to a student account. And it said, she says, from the grapevine, that even on a student Prime account, you should have a Twitch sub to be able to use. And she was giving me her Twitch sub every month. But now, she, like, can't, like, the button isn't showing up. So, I don't know. Maybe she's misinformed about the student account having a Prime sub. Or, like, she needs to, like, disconnect and reconnect her Twitch. I thought she did that, but also she doesn't. I upgraded my password manager to a family account so that she could start putting her passwords in it, but she doesn't. She is very bad with passwords and gets very angry with passwords. Whenever it asks for a password, she doesn't remember it, and she hates it and wants to burn the whole internet down. You've been warned. So if that ever happens, you know who did it. It's also a problem because she uses an iPhone and all Apple products, as opposed to, like, Android and stuff. It automatically integrates with the password manager and, like, automatically adds and fills in passwords, but not so on the Apple products, which is just another step. That means she's not gonna do it. Anyway, the Prime, the Amazon Prime thing. So I'm like, that's another thing with the student Amazon Prime. You can't, like, share. Like, I couldn't use her Amazon Prime if she stays at a student. Right, but that's Apple's system. Apple's system is the keychain, and then you'd have to have, like, an Apple account, wouldn't you? Isn't that how that works? Right. I use LastPass as well. But yeah, LastPass is not able to have, like, an auto filler or auto catcher on iOS, Apple Mac products. So I should probably stop paying for the family account since she's not really using it. I mean, like, a paid account. Don't you then have to start paying Apple for, like, Apple Mapple or whatever it's called? I mean, I don't know. Apple, not Apple Care. Like, the Google thing, but Apple. Apple Strudel, yeah. Apple Fritter. They just see it as a security risk. Ah, yes. Security risk is synonymous with walled garden and monopoly. iCloud, that's the guy. That's the guy. iCloud. Yeah, I think then you have to pay for an iCloud account if you want to be able to save your passwords across your Apple devices. I'm pretty sure. Which is the reason why she doesn't, and isn't, and hasn't. Nope, free. So the passwords are free. Maybe I'll just start telling her. But that's the other thing. Like, in order to do that, she has to start putting in her passwords. And she doesn't. She just, like, when we first started dating, like, her cookies got wiped, and she nearly died. She literally nearly ended up 6 feet underground. Like, I'm not... This isn't rag on the girlfriend time. There's certainly a lot more than of a laundry list that she could have against me. It's going to take more than an hour of a farlands. But yeah. So I've been trying, that's what I'm like, yeah, here, I use this, try using this, I'll make a family account and I'll give you a login and then you can save your passwords. But that hasn't happened. And we continue having password problems to this day. And the latest was trying to log out and then back in to Twitch to relink her Amazon account. And also, she doesn't use computers. She only uses phone. I mean, she does use computer, but I know Twitch, the mobile app, is really crappy. So she's like logged into the browser version, desktop mode, to try to be able to subscribe to Twitch Prime. And she has a point. She's like, they really make this very, very difficult. And yes, they do. I honestly have seen a significant decrease of Amazon Prime Gaming, whatever they want to call it this week. Whereas my plea is, every time you use your Amazon Prime, on this channel specifically, you deny Jeff Bezos $3.50 out of your now $130 you're going to be paying for Amazon Prime every year. Take that, Bezos. Those minuscule rounding errors of your money are mine. They're mine. You still paid for Amazon Prime, though? Well, mine isn't up until, like, next February or something like that. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, should I get, like, a... Should I get a like, gift card for myself? To renew myself after the price goes up? To just save $20? I'm just thinking, well, maybe instead I just let it expire. Like, they no longer have any of the Star Treks. For, like, the video thing. I don't foresee any Amazon franchises really pulling me back to their video service. And I used to sign up for it to get, like, oh, 2-day shipping or whatever. It's not 2-day shipping anymore. I don't know if anybody's noticed. It's like a week shipping. But it's free. Like, isn't it still free shipping if you, like, pay over, like, $35 or something like that? Without Prime? Or have they taken that away, probably? I don't know. Basically, I'm musing the fact that I doubt I'm saving in shipping more than I'm spending per year on Amazon Prime. Twitch.tv, an Amazon company. Which is oddly... what was I going to say? Oh, I mean, I say oddly, purposefully. I mean, they've certainly curbed that market. They make you the whole what is it called? Uh, not time investment, but like oh, I'm paying for Prime. Why would I shop anywhere other than Amazon? I gotta get my money's worth to get my free shipping. And now everybody's just used to a $130 bill every year from Amazon. So yeah, I'm considering that.
Here, these are bits. You can exchange them for Bezos bucks at your local Amazon bookstore.
This is true. Bezos bucks. Sunken cost. That's the one. That's the guy I was looking for. Destroyer, thank you very much. I mean, I'm in the middle of their dang headquarters here in Seattle, and it still like takes a week to get things. Certain things. I mean, sometimes it's next day, but it's very willy-nilly. It's not a guarantee. Oh yeah. I mean, that's my thinking. That's my thinking behind it. I don't use Amazon Music. I don't... What else do you get with it? I keep forgetting to use my Twitch Prime because I'm a terrible person. Also, I don't watch Twitch. And this is why you fail. Are there people who use Amazon Music? Apparently, with all of this Spotify stuff going on, people are doing the math, and Amazon Music pays the most per stream to the artists. Per play of their streams. I use YouTube Music as well because I have YouTube Bread, and I pay $120 for that every year. And YouTube is about this, like a few more cents per 1,000 plays than Spotify is what YouTube has, or YouTube gives. Oh, red! I thought you said bread. I did say bread, because that's the name of it. YouTube Bread. YouTube Bread. Yeah, I gotta remember. Well, it is Friday. Well, no, it's not the first Friday. Isn't that the first Friday? That's Bandcamp Fridays. I mean, I buy all of like indie artists. Like I'll buy their stuff on Bandcamp, like Dan Lasac and like those type of people. I'm not sure how much it matters to like large artists who are on like Geffen Records and like Sony Music. I don't think their cut of record sales is quite as significant.
Not me. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Macho Mandoff, thank you for 27 months in the sub. But then again, I don't really listen to music. I'm not even finding myself listening to music in the car anymore. I'm instead trying to listen for weird squeaks and squeals coming from my brakes that I just redid. Boats. Yeah, I don't know. That's been on my mind lately. I'm like, am I? Because we canceled Netflix. The Netflix was the girlfriends. I think I can't remember. One of my friends, it might have been in Asia, gave me her Netflix at some point. So yes, I have indeed shared. I cancel Netflix every 6 months. We throw a party about it. But anyway, you know where your money is better spent? On twitch.tv subscriptions to Kurt J. Mac. That's right. Step right up. Gosh, so many boats. Wolfie's gonna push me off, isn't he? Here he comes. Okay. Ooh, I did it. Ah, he did it. He did it. He very much did that. Indeed. Indeed. What are your thoughts on Intel's new pay-as-you-go CPUs? You pay to unlock CPU features by subscription. This is the first I'm hearing about it, and the fact that I will never be able to afford to build a new computer in the next many years.
Palette Hands gifted a tier 1 sub to
has
V1
no impact on my life.
They have given 301 gift subs in the channel.
Palette Hands, thank you for that gift sub. Much appreciated. See how easy that was? Much easier than contemplating Amazon and Netflix. I think we need less subscriptions. We'll see. All the companies have realized they don't need to sell you a product. They need to sell you a service. And then you'll just keep giving them your money, regardless of whether or not you're using their service. Adobe was the first to really grab that bull by the balls. Subscription closed? Oh no, the cat ripped up my subscription blazer. Brooks Brothers. The brothers Brooks are going to be so angry at me. My deposit. Wolfie? Did I not? I thought I heard him spawn back there. There he is. Alright. Did you get the cat insurance on your clothes? True, that was a thing for a while, wasn't it? Are those still things? That was a thing that, like, everybody in YouTube was, like, partnering with, like, Geeky Nerd Box. Your nerdy nerd stuff once a month. Enter code XYZ, like, sub, and favorite to get 10% off your next 3 boxes. Yeah, everybody figured out. Yeah, it was all Funko Pops, which are, as we've determined, all complete garbage. Admittedly, I think I did buy 1 or 2, but like I only like, oh, this thing in this month's box is something I want. So I like bought it and then unsubscribed. Yeah, instead it's VPNs, which is rather upsetty spaghetti. The jitters. You don't need a VPN. Nobody's spying on your shiz. And if they were, they'd just go to your ISP, which has the first route in all of your activity anyway. So Box? That's just called Xbox. I mean, honestly, probably the Container Store has some sort of subscription service. You think you'll ever update the texture pack? No, I think this one is firmly seared in our minds. I passed on the Manscaped ad read. There, I did notice. I was looking around the YouTubes, and I guess they have like a bounty. It's not like a bounty program. It's like a. It's kind of like a. We'll match you with sponsored XYZ thingy mabib that we think is right for you. I'm like, that's slightly interesting to be able to like look through that as opposed to just like, here's some scammy email I got. But then at the same time, I'm like, is this really Google or is this some like third party? I mean, not that it's any better, but some third party service, because there's a lot of those too. Like the only like ones that actually work are like Keymailer for like video game keys, which is where I get a lot of the keys for these video games that I've played. And then mercilessly pander at, not pander, plunder, just make fun of. I have not gotten the anti-hair loss stuff. I mean, that would be a bit of a miss on the old targeted demographic. I don't know if you can tell. Would you feel compelled to actually use the product to promote it? Hey, we ate the hell out of those D's nuts. Remember Deets nuts? I hope you do, because I very much advertised. That was a Twitch bounty. That was a rare Twitch bounty where they're like, we'll send you a thing. I still have that cup. The little nut cup. We use it. We put a little water in it, and then we put our green onions in there, and then we get free green onions. We got a green onion racket. Yee! What else did we get? Oh, the Dollar Shave Club. Which was a humorous one, but like now the girlfriend uses them because I'm not using razor blades. I don't think there's really been anything else where they like have sent me things. I mean, this, speaking of like those emails, like that light bar, that screen bar that I don't have here, that they didn't pay me. They just sent me a screen bar for free. And then they kindly sent one to my sister too, because she actually like needed it for her work. Like that was like an I keep getting, they sent me like 3 more emails like recently. They're like, we'll send you a screen bar. And I'm like, I already did this for you guys. I already made a video and like kind of did a review of them. What's a screen bar? It's a little light. The little light. Look up on my YouTube. Look, Kurt J. Mac screen bar. And you will see the very adeptly made and edited review video of the BenQ screen bar. I think it is a thing they invented that to solve a problem that doesn't exist. It's too expensive. It's definitely too expensive for a desk lamp, which is what it is. There you go. Thank you, Probenja, for the link. That I know early on the 3D printing company sent me like Kerbal Space Program guys. That I just in exchange to like do a video to say these things exist, just free advertising, whatever. I should have charged them like $1,700. I recently did get one for like a gluten-free cereal, and that's the one that I replied with like a number that was pretty high, and I'm pretty sure they just rejected it. It was too high. Which, like that one, I wonder if it was just random, or if they actually like knew I was gluten-free. I doubt it. Why do you need a light to shine on a screen? Not on the screen, on your desk. Did you not watch the video? I explain its purposes for business and art and other such. Specifically to illuminate the area in front of your monitor on your desk, but not glare in your eyes while you're using your monitor. Products. Careful, Wolfie, please. This is... Oh! I'm not being careful. Oh, this is gonna be bad for Wolfie, isn't it? Oh, God. Oh, beans. Quick, make him spawn, make him spawn, make him spawn, make him spawn! He spawned. And or fell. I think he fell. Oh, business, art, got it. I'm glad that my YouTube content is very memorable. Would they have given you gluten-free cereal for free? Probably. And it probably would have tasted horrible. Although, to be determined, if I end up hawking some gluten-free cereal, you know that maybe they accepted my proposal. It's weird because it's all about YouTube. They always contact about YouTube. I guess because it has, like, metrics that they can see. Like, they know this is how many subscribers I have. Clearly, they're not looking at how many recent viewers I have, but... Ah, are other people doing that? I like don't want to give them free advertising. Yeah, I'm assuming it's just like email everybody who has more than 200,000 subscribers on YouTube or something like that. I mean, the reviews on Amazon make it like a lot of people say it just tastes like dirt. Which, I mean, as somebody who eats just plain oatmeal every morning, perhaps would have been a positive. But it's also like literally $10 for a box of cereal. So I'm like, you guys can afford to pay me this many monies. And as someone who eats dirt, I might find that favorable. SciShow? Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's probably where all their budget went. I mean, SciShow probably gets to charge like $14,000 for a mention or something like that. That was also interesting. The vlogbrothers, they like always disclose what their channel, like the vlogbrothers channel, makes in ad revenue every year. It was not a lot. I mean, it was a lot. It would have been a very fine amount to make, but it was only like $140,000 all of last year. And they always just donate all that money. But I didn't see how many views they got. over the past year. Isn't it illegal to tell your illegal? Yeah, the Google police, Larry Page, will knock on your door and then beat you with a sock full of pennies. No, I mean, I think it might be like against the terms of service to like say specifically like the ad rates and things like that. But I don't think it's illegal to say like how much they made, like as a whole lump sum. They did found the YouTube Creators Guild, to which I was a member for a few years, and then they disbanded it since they weren't doing anything with it. Sounds like a lot of my projects, and Blazers, and cars. Yeah, I was a member of that for a couple of years. Which, I mean, wasn't cheap. I think it was like $100 a year to sign up for the... It was like a... Not a union, but like an activist group for creators. But yeah, I mean like the vlogbrothers, like on the specific vlogbrothers channel, they like upload a video twice a week. 4-minute video. I don't know. Somebody tell me how many views they got over 2021. But yeah, they only made like $140,000 in like YouTube earnings. Which I'm sure at like the height of it was into the 7 figures. Probably. I don't know. They also don't do like sponsorships or like ad reads or anything like that on that channel. And they can do that because they have jobs. They're authors and they do all the other things. They also had Subbable. They started Subbable, and then Subbable got boughtable by Patreon. Take that, competition! $2 million views of the last 30 days? Okay, times that by 12. Damn, we're using a lot of boats. Well, 24 million views will get you $140,000. And of course, who knows if they have some sort of special YouTube contract that gets them more or whatever of a cut. Who knows? If we could do math, we wouldn't be here. Yeah, we'd have known that this journey to the Farlands was nigh impossible. Somehow we ended in a YouTube ranting. Not really a rant. We were just talking. See, what were we talking about? We ended up talking about ads and like Manscaped and then like all these, you know, dirt cereals. CPU subscriptions and YouTube bread and Netflixes. And we're talking. We're talking about the economy. Dirt cereal. Just give it to your dirt. That's something I want to do. Dirt. No, like, I'd like to, like, for the girlfriend, like, find someone who could do just a yard cleanup, which I'm sure any lawn company can. Just because it's very pine needly and pine coney and leafy, and, the whole yard and garden situation. And instead of dealing with that herself, because Lord knows I'm not helping, I feel like it would be a nice gesture to have somebody else do it. Alternately, we had to fire the last people
Slide that into your DMs and
because
Twitch
they
it.
killed a bunch of her plants. So,
A man walked into Best Buy and says,
oh jeez.
I'm looking for a mystery adventure game. Something with a lot of graphics and is really challenging. The sales associate says, I know just the thing. It's called Windows 11.
A lot of graphics and really challenging. Windows 11. Okay. Not your best work, Weatherman, but I accept. Thank you very much for 65 months in the subtub. Got a niblet. What? Are you hungry? I got 2 more beds to get through, and then I'll feed you. Back to the joke dungeon for another month. Oh dang it! I thought there was a path I could take. It was a better joke when it was Windows Vista. Whoa! Busting out the new material, are you? Whoa! I'm in a spot. Man, I drove by a Best Buy the other day, and I'm like, who would go into that place anymore? Why do you exist? I work at Best Buy. I worked at a Circuit City. Remember Fry's? That was a terrible place. Remember Tiger Direct? It might still exist, but it's definitely not, like, owned by the same people. There was a Tiger Direct warehouse near the place I used to live. And instead of shopping on the website, I would just go to the warehouse and you could just buy stuff and they'd grab it from the warehouse for you. Like, Tiger Direct was like, oh, this is a good website, like, before Newegg came. Yeah, I think they were Chicago-based, which is why there was a warehouse near me. Remember ThinkGeek? I mean, we were just talking about that, about, like... they probably got absorbed and devolved into the Geeky Nerd Box subscriptions, like those sorts of things. I feel. Like, same thing with Woot. Remember when Woot was good? I got a bag of crap once, and it had a Zune. I owned a Zune for a small period of time before I sold it on eBay. Think he got GameStops. I see. Does Woot doesn't even do the Woot offs anymore. Is Woot owned by Amazon now? They got bought by somebody. It got Amazon, right? Right. Just like Zappos. What happened to Newegg? I don't know what happened to Newegg. Newegg got weird. I think Newegg is still Newegg. But at some point in the past 5 years, they started, like, instead of just selling their own stuff, like, they started taking, like, merchants. Like a merchant storefront. Yeah, third-party sellers. And now Newegg is pretty useless. Which is a real shame, because that was like... That must have happened like after I built this last computer, because I'm pretty sure I got most of the parts from Newegg. We can always trust my good friend Edward Bauer, though. I didn't realize Edward Bauer was from Seattle, too. I'm supporting local business. Look at this crazy place. So what's the new good tech site, then? I doubt one exists. What's the new good tech? Period. Yeah. What's tech? We need more trees, too. Sheeps and trees and sheeps and trees and sheeps and trees and sheeps and trees. Ooh, careful, guy. Whoa, careful, Wolfie. You almost got axed. Yeah, where do... I guess we go back to Best Buy, huh? The circle of life. Ooh, that's some nice vibrato right there. A micro, tiny little center? The pandemic has made me appreciate the old things, like physical books, musical instruments, nice tools. Kirche Mac. I nearly started wearing blazers today. Come on now. I'm already eating oatmeal for breakfast every day for the last, like, 5 years. I'm wearing slippers. I never used to do that, because I enjoyed the luxury of carpeted floors. Now I'm in this hardwood situation. What's everybody got against carpet? Carpet's great. Man, the first apartment, which was like a condo that I rented from a guy, like just had new, like the longest shag carpet that they probably made in 2006 or whenever I moved out. That was great. That was fantastic. Like it was seriously like it was like 3-inch long shag. It was a weird choice, but he went with it, and I lived in it for a year. I find it's just easier to clean too. You just vacuum it. Like the problem here is all the cat hair. If it was carpet, the cat hair would become bonded with the carpet. It wouldn't move. But here we have Western standoffs with tumbleweed blowing by. It was a 3-inch long shag. You can get a Roomba. The girlfriend bought a Roomba before I moved in, and it, like, kept getting stuck and broken. Well, she returned it immediately. I don't know if it was like a Roomba brand Roomba, but a robot. Because it's hardwood up here, but, like, we do have area carpets, like I'm sitting on right now. Or also be a lot more echoey in the microphone. Damn. Ooh. Must have been an important pig. A Roomba is the devourer of cords. Doesn't it know to avoid that? There is carpet downstairs in the basement, which the girlfriend wants to replace with hardwood. But it's like a short Berber carpet. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Bloink. Hello, random sheep. Out here all by yourself. It's at this time Kurt realized not showing chat on screen was the right decision. Oh yeah, we did a quick reversal on that one. Not necessarily Well, actually, yes, necessarily because of the chat. Started spamming a bunch of animated emotes and then lagged out the OBS. Alright, last elevated hidey hole. Good. I'm good on pigs. Minecraft beta is inventory I or E. I think by default it's I, but you can rebind it. Which is what I've done to tab, which is where it should always be in all video games for the remainder of time. Q was drop item. I rebound that to P for drop. Also, so I don't accidentally throw things. Is it here though? Wait, it must be. Is it? I don't know. Hold on. No, I don't think in beta you can rebind keys. I think inventory was always tab. Yeah, in beta 1.7.3 you can't rebind keys. In the game, I'm sure there's some nerd-tacular way I could do it on my computer, but... Yes, you can. Oh. So I've been walking around with Q for drop this entire time? For no reason? Huh. Very good at not hitting Q. There's a Farlands or Bust flashback that demonstrates that I'm not. How many boats? Wow. Oh, jeez, Wolfie. It's possible I intentionally left it to Q for Quamity. I mean, it was especially dangerous when we had the diamond sword of spawn pointiness, but... Not so anymore, I guess. It's not as essential the thing I'm holding in my hand. Ooh. Ooh, buddy. Kaylee with the links. Yeah, why would anybody want to search Twitch clips? Like game, or date, or anything. No, they can't. They need to be under 60 seconds. A short is less than 60 seconds. Although, judging by Cone's first short, and the dislike ratio, I feel like perhaps now's not the time to delve. Well, then they just told everybody to delete all their clips, and they solved their own problem. Well, that'll take care of that. Ooh, buddy. What's a thing? What's a thing we should do this weekend? The girlfriend wants to do a thing, and I'm terrible at thinking of things to do. I shall farm it out to you uninvested parties. Skiing? She's skiing right now. I don't ski. Brand new board/card game. We did just go on about how we don't like board games. Her classmates are like board game people. She's like, I've never hated myself that much. You were almost of model train age. Time to start setting up the old Lionel. I mean, more specifically, probably like get out of the house things, I suppose I should have specified. Hiking? I mean that's the default, but I'm not particular. We've already had this discussion about how like I'm kind of put off of hiking. We had a good hike the last weekend or two ago, whenever I posted that on Instagram. That was an alright hike, but only because there was nobody else there. I mean, it's also Valentine's Monday. Is astronomy a thing? It is, last I checked, but it's also winter time in Seattle, so... Try to watch all those Starlinks burn up in the atmosphere, maybe.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Look at us. Say it again. Look at us.
I am 4 years old now.
48 months, a tier 2 sub, Memnarch. Thank you very much. Sub-dub. That stuff's going down to hell. Oh, geocaching.
And I want to say...
How is that fun anymore? I'm curious.
Oh.
Abby Taylor.
Is that weird to say?
Look at us all, happy to be here as always. Onward, upward, and twirling towards those farlands.
Twirling towards those farlands. Thank you for 23 months, Abby, in the sub-tub. I just mean, like, as far as geocaching is concerned, we all have GPS devices in our pockets now. I feel like part of the, like, challenge before was, like, finding the geos that have been cached. But now it's like, oh, right here. It says so in the coordinates. I mean, that has a bit of an air of interest based on how much fun we had looking for monkey glass or monkey shines or whatever they were called last weekend. And I got a marble. What are the chances the marble is the same size as my webcam circle? Meant to be. What are monkey shines? For the Chinese New Year, specifically the city in which we live, glass artists hide glass, orbs, and various tokens around the city celebrating the Chinese New Year. Mostly for children to find in, like, parks and outdoor places. And you're supposed to find them. We didn't find any of the official monkey shines, like the glass, blown glass things. But we found a marble, and the girlfriend found a lion, or a tiger statuette that was hidden. So yeah, like that's, I was thinking about the countless dozens of people who, over the many years of me doing this and YouTube and everything, were constantly like, you should do geocaching. You like geos and walking around and finding secrets in video games. And they're all 87 years old when they're making these comments on YouTube, I'll add. That is a boat, not a bed. I almost made that mistake. I don't know. Man, I mean, we're all right. There aren't that many good museums in Seattle, in the area. There's some, but not many. And also, like, getting out of the house is good, but getting out of the house and then into an enclosed building with complete strangers and crowds is still less than ideal at this juncture, I feel. You have caught a flob stream. Welcome to the end of the flob stream. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I do need to go to sleep now. It's fat-free. Like that dirt cereal. We're at 38,781.3 megabytes.